As a young adult in the US, it's hard not to worry about whether you'll ever be able to call a property your own. Owning a home has long been seen as a hallmark of financial stability, but the excessive real estate costs can make this dream feel unattainable. So many of us are scratching our heads, wondering how we'll be able to make it happen. To make matters worse, it often feels like our salaries haven't kept up with the soaring prices in the housing market. Even in cities where we might make a decent living, the gap between our income and what we'd need to buy a home can feel insurmountable. It can be disheartening to feel like we're constantly falling behind and that achieving financial stability is just out of reach. But let's talk about the facts. According to recent data, the median home price in the US is over $300,000, an astronomical sum for many of us. And in many cities with thriving job markets, housing costs are even steeper. When we're barely able to make rent, it's hard to imagine even being able to save enough for a down payment. Urban revitalization has been occurring in major cities across the U.S. for decades. Essentially, it involves wealthier individuals relocating to a neighborhood and initiating renovations and enhancements in the area. While this can significantly boost property values, it also leads to increased costs and may compel long-standing residents to seek more affordable housing options elsewhere. Unfortunately, finding affordable options can be really tough. People might have to move far away from their jobs, schools, and social circles, which can have a devastating impact on their personal lives. It's especially tough for people who own their homes because often they end up selling for a high price and then struggling to find something in a more affordable area. The problem lies in the scarcity of affordable housing options. In many cities, the overall cost of living is high. Therefore, while individual revitalization may be advantageous for specific individuals, it's crucial to contemplate its wider impact on local communities. It's imperative to devise the strategies to ensure that everyone, regardless of their income, has access to affordable housing. And before I reveal the top 10 cities where home prices are still going up, please take 2 seconds to help me out and hit the like and subscribe if you're enjoying the video so far. Each like and subscribe is fuel for the algorithm that helps support this channel. Thank you. Now, back to what I was saying. Get ready to be blown away by the top 10 cities where home prices are still soaring. Number 1. Chicago, Illinois. Chicago, Illinois is a city that is thriving despite the pandemic. In fact, home prices have been on the rise since 2022, with a growth of 4.2%. This comes as no surprise to those who appreciate the bustling metropolis that is the Windy City. Chicago has been climbing consistently in annual price growth since 2000, with an annualized price growth rate of 3%. This has resulted in a total price growth of 96% since the turn of the millennium. With a median price of $350,000, it's clear why Chicago is still booming. In recent years, there's been a rise in luxury real estate developments, with properties being built in sought-after neighborhoods like River North. These high-end condos offer breathtaking views of the city skyline and premium amenities such as fitness centers, rooftop decks, and even indoor dog parks. For those looking for a more historic charm, there are plenty of older brownstones and vintage homes available, especially in neighborhoods like Lakeview and Andersonville. Number 2. Cleveland, Ohio. When it comes to up-and-coming cities in America experiencing a surge in the housing market, Cleveland, Ohio is definitely one to keep an eye on. Since 2000, Cleveland has experienced an 82% increase in total home prices, with an annualized price growth rate of 3%. But even more exciting is that the city's home prices have continued to rise in recent years, with a 4.1% increase since 2022 alone. Of course, one of the biggest draws of Cleveland is its affordability. Compared to other major cities in the U.S., Cleveland's home prices are relatively high, making it a competitive spot for first-time homebuyers or those looking to upgrade to a larger home. Number 3. New York, New York. New York City, the city that never sleeps and where home prices show no signs of slowing down. Despite the challenges the city has faced over the past year, New York still came in at number 3 on our list of cities where home prices are still rising. New York's price growth has reached an impressive 3.4%, and if you look back to the year 2000, you'll see that the total price growth has been a jaw-dropping 186%. That amounts to an annualized price growth of 5% over 2 decades. The median price for a home in New York City is around $670,000, and it's not hard to see why. With world-renowned architecture, stunning parks, vibrant nightlife, and endless career opportunities, this city is a hub of excitement and an attractive destination for real estate investors. New York's real estate market is unique in that it comprises 5 boroughs: Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, and Staten Island, each with its own distinct personality. Manhattan's homes are some of the most expensive, with prices averaging around $1.9 million. At the same time, Brooklyn is known for its trendy and hip neighborhoods, such as Williamsburg and Bushwick. Number 4, Miami, Florida. Let's head down to the Sunshine State, where we'll be talking about the dreamy city of Miami, Florida. Did you know that Miami has seen a whopping 314% increase in home prices? That's right, folks. Miami's real estate market has been on a steady rise for over 2 decades, with an annualized price growth of 6%. And even in the past year, even with all the pandemic-related craziness, home prices in Miami have still shot up by a solid 2.5%. With a median home price of $452,000, Miami's real estate market offers a range of options for both high-end buyers and budget-conscious shoppers. Number 5, Detroit, Michigan. Detroit, Michigan, known as the Motor City, has been on a steady rise in home prices in recent years. The median home price in this city stands tall at $231,000, and the increase in the annualized price growth remains consistent at 2%. Real estate experts expect the city's house prices to keep on increasing, but at a reasonable and steady rate. With the right research, you can find a home at an affordable price in an up-and-coming neighborhood such as Midtown, Island View, or Brush Park. Number 6, Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta, also known as the capital of the South, is a vibrant and bustling city home to more than 498,715 people and counting. But with a median home price of $370,000, buying a house in Atlanta is no easy feat. In fact, the city has seen a price growth of 2.1% since 2022, and an incredible total price growth of 138%. That's an annualized price growth rate of 4% over the course of 2 decades. So why are home buyers still flocking to Atlanta? The city offers a unique blend of southern charm, big city amenities, and a relatively low cost of living compared to other major U.S. cities. Plus, Atlanta's economy is thriving with plenty of job opportunities and a growing tech industry. If you're thinking about buying a home in Atlanta, you'll want to keep in mind that the market is extremely competitive right now. Homes in desirable neighborhoods often sell within days, if not hours, of being listed, and bidding wars are not uncommon. Number 7, Charlotte, North Carolina. If you're looking to buy a home in Charlotte, North Carolina, you might want to brace yourself for some stiff competition. According to recent data, home prices in Charlotte have grown by 1.7% in 2023. But wait, there's more. What does this mean for the average home buyer in Charlotte? The median home price in the city is currently sitting at around $400,000. This is significantly higher than the national median home price, which exceeds the $300,000 mark. For many people, buying a home in Charlotte might not be financially feasible. Number 8, Boston, Massachusetts. People are finding it increasingly difficult to purchase homes in Boston. The city's real estate market has seen a massive 219% growth since the start of the millennium, with an annualized growth rate of 5%, meaning that homeowners are likely to have a healthy rate of return on their investments in the long run. The median price of homes in Boston currently stands at approximately $647,000, with properties seeing steady value growth. Number 9, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Minneapolis might not be the first city that pops into your head when thinking about expensive housing, but the numbers don't lie. With a median price of $360,000, it's not exactly budget-friendly, especially considering that the price has increased 138% since 2000. That's a staggering number, and it's not hard to see why people struggle to buy homes here. But let's not focus only on the negatives. Minneapolis is a great city with a lot going for it. If you're thinking about making it your home and are willing to shell out the big bucks, here are some things to keep in mind. Of course, there are downsides to living in any city, and Minneapolis is no exception. Winters here can be brutal, with temperatures regularly dipping below zero. And while the city's public transportation system is decent, many residents say it's not comprehensive enough to rely on completely. Number 10, Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. may be the political center of the United States. Still, it has increasingly become an economic powerhouse in recent years. with a thriving job market and an influx of highly educated young professionals. However, this has also led to a staggering increase in home prices, making it difficult for the average person to afford a home in the city. Washington, D.C. has experienced a whopping 212% total price growth in 2023, with an annualized growth rate of 5%. This means that the median price for a home in the city is a staggering $550,000, making it one of the most expensive places to live in the country. The housing market in America indeed presents some daunting challenges for many people, but it's important to remember that you're not alone in this struggle. By staying informed, taking advantage of resources like first-time homebuyer programs or FHA loans, and continuing to work towards your goals, you can make owning a home a reality, even in the face of seemingly impossible odds. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And be sure to leave a comment below letting me know what city you're dreaming of having your house in and what challenges you're facing in that market. Thank you.